Hello students, today we will study the point what are the drugs and what are the requirements of an ideal drugs. Generally, it is found that drugs are those which are required for the specific therapeutic actions. If the drugs gives the right required therapeutic actions, that drugs are considered that ideal. Along with this, some points are to be considered. That drugs gives less toxicity to the body, less harm to the body. Harmness are generally irritations, reactions, side effects, and sometimes effect to the excretory system of the body, because the kidney or the excretory organs, it excretes the all organic materials taken through the drugs. These organic materials are very harmful to the kidney for the filtrations. So drugs are such a types that it will create less harm to the kidney, because the kidney is the main excretory organs of the body. So these are the conditions for the ideal drugs. Drugs according to WHO, the drugs may be defined as any substance which is used or intended to be used for modifying or excluding the physiological systems or pathological states for the benefit of the recipients. Requirements of an ideal drugs: it should be act on the system with efficacy and safety. When the drug is administered to the body, if the drugs are administered to the body, its action should be localized at the site where it is desired to act, but its actual practice, there is no drugs which behaves in this. It should not have any toxicity. It should have minimum side effects. It should not injure the host tissue or the physiological processes. Next term, that is the monolithic devices. These devices used to administer sustained release formulations. Sustained release means the drugs which are administered in the body, the dosage form that administered in the body, that dose gives the effect for long time, sustained release. Monolithic devices, that is the metric devices, this is the most common device for the controlling the release of the drugs. Generally what happens, some sugar tablets are DSR, drug release sustained release. DSR, drug sustained release tablet, means if it taken in the morning, that drugs releases the insulin for the metformin for the whole day. Means whole day's sugars are converted into the glucose, and glucose converted into the energy, that is sustained release. Relative easier to fabricate. The dose release properties of the monolithic devices may be depend upon the solubility of the drug in the polymer matrix, or in case of porous matrix. For low loading of the drugs, less than 5% weight by weight, drug is released by a solution diffusion mechanism, but for higher loading, 5 to 10% weight by weight, to release the mechanism is completed. What are the different doses form in which drug can be administered? Explain anything. Pharmaceutical can be marked under the many different doses form: aerosol, are the suspension of the fine solid or liquid particle in the gas used to apply drugs to respiratory tract. The examples of aerosols are the spray used in asthma. Next dosage form is the capsule. Capsules are the made up of gelatin, and the gelatin which is used for the capsule mixed with the glycerol. They are used to mask the unpleasant medications, example antibiotics. It is also used for the drug release for particular organs. For example, if any drugs is required to be released in the intestine, at that time the drug are administered into the particular solution, gelatins, that going to be digested in the intestine. Creams are in the form of jellies, lotions, ointments, posts, pastes are used for the external applications. Drops. These are the solution of drugs to be instilled into the ear, eye, nose, respectively through a dropper. Dusting powder. They are fine powder for external uses. Explain the term proprietary names. This is the individual name selected and used by the manufacturer. If the drug is manufactured by more than one company, each for assign its own proprietary name. It should be written such that the first letter of each word name is in the capital. Example: aspirin, which is acetyl salicylic acid, is the mark under the different trade names like disprin, ecosprin, aspro, anacin, etc. So the friends, remaining topic we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.